Hello everyone, this is coadb.com, or the Coat of Arms database. Today we are briefly going to discuss several different coats of arms in the Hyde family. The first, argent 3 lozenges sable for Hyde of Denton in Lancashire, England, a family who descended from William Hyde of Denton and his wife Catherine Elcocke. He was the son of Nicholas, the grandson of William, and the great-grandson of Rauf Hyde of Denton. Another for the Hydes of Bedford and Dorset, says arms confirmed in 1571. Wasn't able to find the Bedford and Dorset information, but I did find Hyde of Great Hadham. Coat of arms confirmed to John Hyde of London and his brother Edward, sons of Edward, and great-grandsons of Jenkin Hyde, who was born in 1480. Next, we have the arms from Norbury and Hyde in Cheshire. John Hyde of Norbury, Cheshire, was knighted before the year 1353, and he led 71 archers at the Battle of Poitiers, son of John and the grandson of Robert Hyde of Norbury, great-grandson of Sir Robert Hyde, who died in 1225, the Lord of the Manor of Hyde and Newton. Hyde of Ormston in Lancashire, Thomas Hyde of Ormston, son of John and grandson of Rauf, and great-grandson of Thomas Hyde of Norbury. Gules on a satire engraved ore, 542, a chief ermine. We know this was borne by a knight with the surname Hyde, sometime in the 15th century. Similar version with a unicorn in the crest. The arms of Bernard Hyde of Place in County Kent, who was alive in the early 17th century, son of Bernard Hyde, a merchant of London, and the grandson of John Hyde of Thurgarton, and the great-grandson of Hugh Hyde of Thurgarton in County Nottingham, England. Very similar coat of arms, this with Azure instead of gules. It says it was registered in London. Gules 2 chevronels argent. Crest a lion's head erased sable byzanti. The crest was confirmed to Sir George Hyde of South Dentworth and Kingston Lisle in County Berkshire in 1600. Member of Parliament, son of William, grandson of William Hyde, who had a crest granted in the year 1562. Very similar arms for Hyde of Castle Hyde, now of Cregg in County Cork, Ireland. It was allowed to John Hyde, Esquire, born 1774, Member of Parliament, and the son of John Hyde, also a Member of Parliament, the grandson of Arthur Hyde, a descendant of Sir Arthur Hyde, who died in 1644. Here we see two photographs of Castle Hyde in Ireland, the family estate. Similar coat of arms for Henry Elwyn Hyde, Esquire, of the 19th century, Justice of the Peace and Captain of the Dereham Volunteers of East Durham in Norfolk, England, son of George Hyde. Here's a long blazon. It has 7 arrows as a crest in the crest. London, England. This coat of arms was granted in 1717 to John Hyde of Hyde House in Hampshire, a merchant in London, England. Another coat of arms for Hyde, granted in 1691 to William Hyde of Whetstone in Middlesex. Another coat of arms, this for the Hydes of Stoke Bliss. We know a one John Hyde held Stoke Bliss in the year 1427, and several hundred years later there was John Hyde, who died in 1768, of Stoke Bliss in County Worcestershire, England. Sable effects between 6 martlets argent. Wasn't able to find too much information on this other than it's listed as being borne by a Sir John Hyde in a book, Visitations, in the year 1583. So it's at least from the 16th century or earlier. Azure on a chevron between 3 lozenges or as many fleur-de-lis gules. confirmed in 1637 to Captain John Hyde of St. Catherine, Middlesex, who descended from Cheshire, England. Another, this with a interesting crest, a cock's head erased azure, crested jalap gules, Byzanti in the mouth, a pansy flower of the last. Said to be of Hyden in County Dorset and also found in Norfolk. We know it was granted to John Hyde of Hyde in the parish of Ladris in Dorset, England on December 22nd, 1525. Another coat of arms said to be associated with County Staffordshire in England. I wasn't able to find this one, but it was possibly related to Thomas de la Hyde and his descendants, who he was a wealthy man who owned property in the county in the 1200s AD. Another, purpur, a chevron between three lions pass in or, said to be registered in the Ulster's office in Ireland, likely in arms granted to an Anglo-Irish person. Wasn't able to find the information on this one. If you know, please let us know in the comments. Another, Azure chevron between three lions rampant argent. Argent, a chevron between two mullets in chief and his cinquefoil and base gules. And if you enjoyed this video and would first like to find out who your ancestors were, and second, learn whether or not they owned a coat of arms, please visit us at coadb.com, where we offer professional genealogy research services. Thank you very much.